I will double check the stream audio is working. Testing audio. All right, should be good. Alrighty. Oh, welcome on all. We're having a fun crazy week here in the entire world. So I don't know about you guys, but America's had some not fun times. Ooh boy. I guess I selected a t-shirt to express my views on the situation, so moving along. We'll take a break from the craziness and the injustice and all that kind of stuff and have some fun playing D&D. We are sadly going to be down Chris tonight, unless her internet suddenly starts working, and she will text me if that is the case. So, oh geez, I flipped my keyboard and everything closed.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh, we're back.
I literally just slipped and it fell down and then everything went black. Okay, no, it looks like we're good.
Also, I think it's showing me in 2 windows.
Everything looks fine on my end and on the stream. Everybody good?
Yep.
Good. All right.
Oh, yep. Okay,
We're fine. We're doing it. We're doing it live. I guess I could move people's images up a little bit so they're not blocked by labelings. There we go. That'll work. Oh man, this has been a rough start, but that's fine. Last we left off with you all, Hain, our gender neutral cleric, was off doing some sort of mission for the Church of Bahamut, and none of us really know what that was in particular. Yes, mysteries. Heavy mysteries. But you all went on a little side mission to take out a group of bandits that were harassing nearby the city. Managed to take them out. Found a man who was apparently trying to take out the same group while you were there, by the name of Mary. And Mary's weirdly changed accents mid situation. It seemed like he was trying to be one way with you guys, and then once arrows started flying, he kind of reverted back to his natural cadence. Now, you all have taken some rest, and you have found yourselves in the morning with Hain returning with a knock at the door of the cabin.
I have returned.
Hi.
Pardon me for my absence.
I think we were pretty much able to take care of ourselves, and it seems as if you had some important stuff to do. So I think everything turned out for the best.
There's a bit of a groan from the back room where Brisa and Runya bunk. And Brisa, you kind of look down at the bottom bunk, and Runya, while usually seeming blue in complexion, with sort of almost icy eyes, seems to have woken up with skin that's gone more orange, with patches in different colors, and she just sort of groans and like pulls the blanket like up over her head at the morning light.
She's supposed to be that color.
Are you gonna RP her? A little bit.
A little bit, but she just groans and says she's not feeling well, and she's just that's pretty much where she's at. Is just kind of wrapped in a blanket, and seems like she's going to be out for the day. As you guys decide what you're going to do.
Well, I know that we have some other jobs that Pumat that they told us about the other day, and it's entirely up to y'all if you want to take that on without her, or if you think that us three can handle ourselves.
We'll be fine, I think.
Yeah, it was something about doing ogres, right?
Yes, I believe so as well. I think we're gonna have to head back over to other continent to get that done, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. You guys recall Pumat, one of the other jobs? Well, Hain would not remember because they were out at the time, but Pumat listed one job, which was over in Westruun, over on Tal'Dorei, about ogres, something about stealing fruit trees and kidnapping people.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about all the information they had.
All right. Well, I think that unless y'all have any business that you need to take care of before, I think we should probably get on that. I feel like ogres kidnapping folk. The sooner that we tackle that, probably going to be the better.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I just need to talk to Pumat. Is the only thing that I have to do before we leave.
All right.
And I have to
Well,
talk to him anyways. So.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start gathering up some supplies and whatnot, and whenever you're ready to go, I guess just come get us and we'll be ready.
Cool. All right, so Brisa takes a good 20-foot walk over into the invulnerable vagrant with a couple of Pumats doing some business. And he's like, "Oh, good morning there.
Morning.
What can we do for you?"
I talked to one of you before about like if you have any weapons, like a staff for me, and I got one actually.
Oh,
You said that I
nice.
could enchant it.
Oh,
So,
for sure. We could get right on that. We actually are working on a special enchantment based off that bow you all brought back. So if that's something you're more interested in, it'd be a bit of a custom job, but it's totally doable. If you're looking...
what would that be?
Oh, it's got some kind of lightning ability, so we could mount some brass on the ends of that staff, and that would help channel and focus the electrical enchantments and do a little extra lightning damage.
That sounds interesting.
I think I'd be happy to take on the job. If you got, let's see, it's a pretty experimental thing, but if you could get us a good 400 gold pieces, we'll say, to keep it nice and flat, we could start working on that enchantment for you.
Did we get gold? Yeah, we did.
You guys got gold and platinum last time.
Yeah, I forgot to put that into my sheet. But did I?
Ooh. I didn't.
Oh, okay, fine.
Huh?
So that would be 40 platinum?
That's right, 40 platinum pieces.
Okay, so I am interested in that. And I'm gonna want that. So here you go. 40 platinum.
40 plat right up front. Good to go. All right, if you got that staff you got there, then we can use that as a focus, and it'll be a little quicker enchanting time.
Perfect.
Because that's a fine material it's made out of. All right. If you go, it's probably take just a few days, and we'll get that all enchanted for you.
Okay. We're actually gonna go ahead to deal with the ogres.
Over in
Today.
Tal'Dorei, you need a note for the
Yeah.
teleportation circle then. All right, and another one pops in. It's like, I'm already gotten it. And he's like finishing up a note. Hands that piece of parchment over to you. It's like, safe travels. We'll see you in a few days, and we'll have this staff all gilded up and ready to go.
Thanks, Pumat. See you in a few days.
We'll see you in a few.
So I head back to...
Yep. head back over, meet the other two. Everybody's pretty much got their gear hooked up, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have a note from Pumat. We can just like go and head to the teleportation circle.
He not coming with this time?
What?
Nothing. I just last time he escorted us, but I guess we've already been,
Yeah.
so I guess we don't need that anymore.
Yeah, I mean they know, but they know us.
True.
You know, with the note, I think we is enough.
All right.
So we go.
So you all
Yeah,
start.
I'm ready to head out.
If y'all don't have any other purchases or anything to do, then you just head right up over to the Cobalt Soul has the teleportation circles essentially in their basement. They sort of the person in front recognizes you guys as you come on up and checks your note from Pumat, and a monk type person is brought up to escort you down. And you guys gonna go through their staircases and things, and they lead you over to the Tal'Dorei Westruun teleportation circle. Gesture you over, unlock the door, and you all go to step onto the teleportation circle. Let's have everyone make a Constitution saving throw.
I think I'm all right there.
Ooh, that's insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a 19 for me.
Oh yeah, you guys, you've I think all of you, if not most of you, this is not your first time, so you know a little bit what to expect, and that feeling of stepping onto the circle as if you've just stepped on, like when you miss a step on the stairs, and you just feel your foot just like whoa, and then find purchase just a little past where you thought it was, and you find yourself in a new room with different room dressings, with a monk at the door, and kind of head tilted all of you. And this is like, can I ask your business here in Westruun?
Show him the ladder. Wait, do we have a ladder for this?
You tell how
Yeah, we still have the letter.
They check it and like gave it back to Brisa.
Yep.
We have some business to do in here. There's some ogres kidnapping people, stealing stuff. We need to deal with that.
I don't have anything to do with it personally, no. But if you'd like, there's places to reach. Or you're already on a mission? Are you saying?
Yes. Yeah, we're hired by Pumat Sol over in WIldemount.
Do some paperwork for this individual. You know, holds up.
Brisa, I believe you still have the letter from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I show him the letter.
Checks it, reads through it, and goes, well, we'll check on this on our way out, but you can follow me. And opens the door and gestures someone else to like watch the teleportation circle. Takes you all upstairs. This guy seems like somehow he missed you all on the last thing, and anybody could make an insight check if you're interested on the guy.
10.
So that's gonna be 16.
Nice. A couple of 16s up there. Yeah, you all kind of get the read that it's just a guy that's not been assigned to that area very well, so it's like he's following rules sort of by the letter. So that's basically your read on the guy is just trying to follow the rules, even the ones that kind of don't matter. And after a slight delay, you get kind of waved through by the person who's more running the main desk, and hands you back your note for passage. You all find yourselves in a bit of there's a light rain and heavy clouds over Westruun as you come out. People have their cloaks pulled up.
Yeah, I pull my hood up.
Not getting completely drenched, but you got a heavier than a mist going through.
Yeah, like it's been a couple days, but did Pumat tell us exactly if there's a contact that we need to go find, or anything in that letter saying exactly where we need to go? Maybe some kind of guild or something?
There is not. There is very little information to go on,
Shit.
other than ogres in the area stealing fruit trees and kidnapping people.
Is
All right.
anybody around that we could ask about the fruit trees?
Go make a perception
Well,
check. Kind of
Yeah,
have a
probably
look.
should check out some kind of tavern or at least guard of some sort. They probably know a little bit more.
Also, speaking of rain, we've had nothing but rain the past week here.
Monty, taking a quick look around, just you spot a couple of guards are probably a good place to start. They seem to be hanging out in a little overhang nearby, just chatting with each other. And with the 18, you do see like an adventuring type person. Looks like what was that? It looks like a human in sort of dark robes with a lot of like belt pouches on, like almost like a utility belt kind of thing, but like oversized pouches, and they seem to be like fumbling into one, but gives you a real like wizard kind of vibe with a staff with a little bit of a glowing orb at the end of it, and they seem to be rushing in a particular direction. So either the guards or this relatively obvious adventurer would probably be two good bets to ask about, kidnappings and things that have been happening.
Probably should ask the guards. I mean, they've been stationed here for a while.
Yep, I do think that is probably going to be one of the best options. So I'm going to go and I guess flag one of them down.
Oh yeah, they see you kind of wave as you exit that building and walk over, and they give you a nod and say, adventuring
Howdy.
types, it seems.
Yeah. So we are not from around here. We were sent by an employer of ours. Told us that there's a group of ogres terrorizing the nearby folk, rooting up fruit trees and kidnapping folk and just doing a whole lot of mess. And we've been hired to snuff that out. And other than that, we don't have much information to go on. So I was hoping that one of you fine folk can assist us and point us in the right direction, or any kind of assistance.
The shields of the plains have been occupied otherwise, but I'm familiar with the events you're talking about. If you head eastward from the city through the farmlands, you'll see, I believe it's the first on your left, so on the north side of those, you'll see what's a large fruit tree farm, essentially, that's been set up. And I believe he's been having problems with his trees been being cut down, and various workers have been taken.
All right. About how long to get there?
Oh, it's like an hour out of town. It's not far.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how far outside city limits it was going to be.
No need for tents or carts or anything. You should be able to just get there easily.
Thank you.
That's
I
good.
really do appreciate that, and you stay safe out there.
We do our best. That guard kind of turns. The other one says really nothing and doesn't seem to be even really making eye contact with any of you. Is more sort of looking up the street a ways.
Okay. Well, I think we have our direction, and I don't see any point in standing idly by right now. So we can head directly there if y'all are fine. If y'all want to take a moment, but
Can I do an insight check on that other guard?
Yeah, go for it.
21.
They're pretty obviously just not concerned with you, to the point, just complete apathy at your existence, to the group of you, and it seems to be very trained on something up the road that they're keeping an eye on.
Can I do a perception check in the direction he's looking?
For sure, yeah, go for it.
Ooh, 13.
13. Just looks like businesses, like just random businesses. There's a few cart stalls that have been, looks like a couple of them are still kind of getting their tarps overhead to make sure their goods aren't getting rained on too bad. and set things up. So there's sort of a small little business section that he's looking over at, but otherwise it's nothing like remarkable happening over there.
I just shrug and just walk off with the party.
Yeah.
Sorry, what did you say?
I was just like, I was kind of suspicious of that one guard, and so but I didn't notice anything odd, so just keep following you guys.
Goop.
All right.
All right, you all start heading in the generally eastward direction, trying to find the edge of the city, and then the road continuing beyond that. I would say whoever's leading will need a survival check.
I got that. Survival, that's going to be a 14.
14 is plenty. Yeah, you're just trying to find the east side of the city. Find a way through. It's like, seems like you're in a bit of a sort of like the northish curve of a business quarter, and then you guys find yourselves more in residential. Looking around, you do see there's a handful of buildings that are in various states of reconstruction. There's one like alley in particular where it just seems like there's ruined walls on one whole line of buildings. The buildings next to them seem relatively untouched, with seems like people living there. But there is like 5 or 6 houses in a row that have all been just like one walled, utterly destroyed. And it looks pretty old. There's like moss and things that you notice as you're, with your survival. They've clearly been abandoned and reined in for a while. And then patches of like normal houses, and then new construction, and it seems like there's a variety of stuff going on as far as construction in the city. But you find yourself at the eastern gate. A couple of guards just sort of like acknowledge your presence, and there's the gate is open at this time of day, so there's no need to check in or anything. You can kind of just walk right on through.
All right.
Almost immediately, you find farm and ranch land, and every 20 minutes or so, you find like there'll be a new homestead that's been set up, where the surrounding area has been set up for one type of farm or another. And as you guys walk down the road, eventually, going through some light puddles and things, you find yourselves seeing a relatively large but simple farmhouse with a large field of fruit trees. Looks like mostly apples on this one.
Do I see any spots where it looks like literally there might be where a tree would be, one has been just gone? Any kind of signs of the destruction?
Make a perception check.
18.
18's pretty good. You don't see anything wrong with the immediate area, but just at like the edge of your vision, you can kind of see where the tree line of the harvestable trees stops, and well beyond that is like a tree line of like the forest nearby, and there's definitely a gouge out where part of the tree line as of the fruit trees has been cut in a little ways.
All right. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna go up and I'll knock on the door.
Sure. There's a pause for a moment, and it seems then an older woman comes to the door and says, "Hello."
Howdy. My name is Mulligan. Me and my compatriots. We are sent by our employer to investigate some ogres that might have been causing a bit of a ruckus, and we were told by some of the guards in the city that it might have been some of your trees that have been taken and destroyed. It didn't really say as much about, but we'd heard that there had been a couple kidnappings as well. If you know who anyone involved in that, but
Yeah.
we're here to help.
That sounds familiar. I've lost 3 farmhands so far, and it's hard to get
3?
new. Yes. And it's been really hard to get new help because, it's
People get
people are getting dragged off by ogres. New people don't want to come work the land. So that's been fun. Yeah, they've taken about 4 of the trees at the northern edge of the field. They just chop them off near the base and drag them into the forest.
What kind of fruit you been growing?
It's apples here. They've been apples for generations.
And so generations. Has this been a ongoing situation, or is this recent?
This situation's been recent. I mean, we've had varmints from the forest come in, but they usually just eat some of the fruit or take out a goat or something, and then they leave.
Never been taking whole trees or
No,
kidnapping.
that's what's been pretty weird. So you can imagine it's hard to get too many folks to help with fighting something like ogres. So,
Well, you are in luck. We came a very long way to help you out, and we're very we'd love to help in any kind of way we can.
all right. Do you want some cider?
That would be absolutely delightful.
Hmm.
I would love that.
Yes, definitely.
Come
we-
and
can we
sit
come in?
down. Come.
All right, perfect.
Gestures you inside. The older lady kind of walks back to like a kitchen area, gets some glasses set up, and there's a little like mudroom kind of seating area. It seems like where farm hands or anybody coming in from the dirtier areas would sit and take a rest. Comes back in, and there is a you can kind of smell the alcohol on it. Like this is a hard cider that got made extra hard. So it's almost like somebody took a regular hard cider and added a shot, but that's just like how it is. And she pours a full on glass for each of you.
All right. Well, thank you very much, ma'am.
Indeed.
My kind of cider.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, how long has this been going on?
Oh, month or so.
Month or so.
Something like that. They seem to come in. It was a
Is
little
it,
random at first, but it's been a little more consistent lately, every few days. They're due probably tonight or tomorrow night. They always come at night, though.
Was it has it been a kind of escalating situation where they first started taking the trees and then started resorting to the kidnapping, or has that been kind of random as well?
Well, like a month ago, they came and just started ripping branches off with apples and things, filling their sacks. It seemed like a regular, they wanted apples, so they took them kind of thing. And then about a week ago, though, they started chopping whole trees down and dragging those into the woods. And then my first farmhand thought he'd stay up late with a crossbow and shoo him off, but then that didn't work out for the boy. And next couple of...
And they definitely kidnapped him. They didn't just kill him.
I mean, there was blood where he was, but then he was gone. And so I'm not sure if he was killed or taken, but the next two screamed awful good on their way out. So they were definitely still breathing as they went into the forest.
All right. Well, that definitely helps. I haven't been. I don't have as much experience with ogres, but you know. And you said they usually come. They usually come about at night, and you don't know where they are.
Oh, middle of the night from the forest line. I stayed up once on a full moon night, and I could see him coming in.
All right.
And are they hitting other farms as well?
Other what?
Or just yours?
Other farms?
Other farms?
Not that I've heard. Pretty much.
It's just yours.
Just mine.
Interesting.
All right.
There's not any other fruit tree farms in this immediate vicinity. The closest, I think, is a ways down the road. So, might just be that I've got an unlucky location.
Yeah. Well, I would hate to impose, but I would assume that because these ogres are coming at night, we might have to do couple stakeouts or something like that. I don't think we might could just traipse through the forest and eventually stumble upon them, but we probably want to wait them out, maybe follow them back. So I would hate to impose, but is there possibly a place that we could probably pitch a tent or somewhere we can set up as a kind of base of operations until this?
Oh yeah, there's
So we can resolve the situation for you.
the cider shed out there. You could set up near there. As far as setting up a tent, they might see that. But yeah, if you wanna ambush them in the field, I got no problem with that.
See, I think about ambushing them in the field would be probably a good idea. But I mean, we ambush them, we kill them, and we're probably gonna have a pretty tough time following them back.
I mean,
so
I've gone out there during the day. You can see the tracks from where they drag the trees.
That is true. All right, I guess I can defer that to the rest of the group. It's entirely up to y'all what y'all think is the best course of action.
Yeah. Well, if they attack at night, maybe they don't really like daylight, so maybe they're like hidden or something. Maybe we can like track and like see where they are. Maybe they're sleepy. It would be easier to attack.
That's true.
Maybe like scout around and find some footprints.
I think that would be good, especially if you said that they've been dragging trees. That should be pretty easy to get trail off of.
Oh yeah. Well, good luck to you folks. If you
Well, thank you.
get
And this cider that you the cider is fantastic.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this is yeah, it takes a bit to ferment and all that, but I find it fine for me.
Well, I might need to take some of that back to my back
I
with us.
definitely want some.
If you want to get paid in cider, that's fine with me.
I mean, we're our employer is we have some conditions for him, things that he needs. So.
Okay, yeah, we'll see.
All right. Well, make sure they don't, fire anything into the cider shed, and we'll have more for you to take.
Alrighty, thank you.
You guys kind of slam the last of that glass of cider and go to check out the tracks and the situation out there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys head over to the north side of this fruit tree farm. It looks like the majority of these, the way the apple trees are grown for cultivation, it's just like a single trunk that goes up maybe 4 or 5 feet, and then it branches out pretty wide from there. So there's not a ton of cover if someone is down low, but if someone's a little higher, then maybe a little bit. Plenty of spots to perch yourself up in it if you wanted some high ground. And as you head out, there's you get to the edge, which is roughly 70 to 80 feet from the tree line of the actual forest, and looks like there was a fence at some point, but it's all been like torn down and ripped up and strewn about. And there are some pretty obvious tracks where there's stumps left from 4 of the trees in this little patch, and they've all been like chopped down and then dragged off. Drag marks pretty obvious. So the big footprints are getting filled in by the light rain.
Is it notable if it's all trees or just the fruit trees?
There's only fruit trees here that are on the farm side, and then the tree line for the forest is like regular trees.
So I wonder why they're only cutting the fruit trees then, at least right here.
Well, I mean,
like they're going out of their way to get these when there's a whole forest back there.
Well, I mean, she did say that at first they were just taking some branches, so they might just be in it for the fruit.
Yeah, but what do they want? Apples.
I don't know. Apples are tasty.
They could just be like trying to like cut them down and push them in the ground. They go, no, these will fruit up easy.
Oh yeah.
Bro.
I mean, I don't know much about ogres, but that definitely seems like something they'd be doing. So, it seems like we're gonna try and track during the day, and then hopefully ambush them while they're sleeping or something, because it seems like that's probably gonna be our best course to take.
Yeah, we can at least like try and track them, see where they're camped or making, I don't know, where the hell they are. With daylight, I think it's gonna be easier to find them.
Hmm. Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, I can't see in the dark, so that's definitely going to be easier for me to get around.
So if you guys all make a perception check.
I am not getting good rolls today.
That is a 15.
Nice.
23.
Hold on, I will be right back.
Gotcha. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Sorry.
Oh, gotcha. Drink break. All right. I'll flip back over to intro for a drink break. Hope everybody out there is having a safe time and, you know, making sure that you're all healthy and being safe out there. We got Pride coming up tomorrow for the month of June, and we want to make sure we stand by all of our siblings that are out protesting and looking for justice. That's how that all got started. So, solidarity. We will stand with you and tackle when necessary. Hopefully not. Hopefully everybody can stay safe. But peace follows justice. So, not gonna be one to criticize how people want to express decades of pent-up frustration. Oh geez, I am going to screw up my format though. Oh boy. Oh geez. Oh. Oh man. That dialog box isn't supposed to do that. There we go. Let me double check how the stream is doing. Wait a minute. Well, Gabby, I've got you back on Discord, but I think everything's shuffling
I am back.
around.
I am back. I got my food finally arrived. So.
Oh, gotcha. Somehow my settings got all mixed up, and now everybody's like in a weird order.
Yeah, I changed places. Yeah, I'm not anywhere.
That's
Mine disappeared.
weird. Well, that's fun. Oh my. Well, it wouldn't be one of my streams without some technical difficulties. Do. Tools. I'm just about done making this adjustment, but I just realized I should have thrown this into studio mode. Oh well. Oh, there we go. Now, I think Brisa got the best perception on that, so we can actually start with OGs, which has happened.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
What is that? Why did the... What? I don't know why it changed orders, just because the... Just because the video came back. Oh man. Alright, hopefully that doesn't happen again. That is not fun to watch, I imagine. I think the, not that anything is overly humorous about our current situation here in the States, but a funny point someone made was somebody was talking about how, you know, they were complaining about when protests get violent and how there shouldn't be property damage, and then somebody just pointed out the Boston Tea Party, and they were like, well, we kind of glorify one of these from our history, so can't really. It's kind of a weird double standard to have.
Yeah.
But yeah. People, when wanting to talk about everything peacefully for several decades and not getting heard, it's not a surprising conclusion. So pretty
Exactly.
pretty straightforward. Start listening to people, make them feel like justice is getting served, and peace follows justice.
All right, I'm here.
All right, back on it.
Yep. I
Now
will continue to have myself off of video for a moment while I eat my dinner, because I feel like that is not a very interesting sight.
very well. Now, Brisa had an excellent perception check. As you're looking into the woods, there's, and I believe Monty and Mulligan both spot one of these. And there's what looks to be a person in the shadows pretty deep in the woods, probably about 120-ish feet deep. Brisa, you can see there are 3 of them. And you can see that they're, from this distance, they almost look like they're just sort of humanoid, maybe slender humanoids, kind of hiding in the shadows of all the patches of woodwork and stuff over in the forest. But you can see that they seem to be covered in wood, or possibly even made of wood. And as they have these thin branch-like arms, and they are actively hiding pretty deep in the forest as they observe this side of the farm, as you all are coming out and like inspecting the tracks and things.
I can see that they're facing us.
You can see just their form. It's hard to make out a face really, because they almost seem like wooden statues of people.
Hey guys, do you see this?
And as you turn to the group to say something, you see them move suddenly and start running into the forest.
They're running away. do you see this? Do we go after them?
I think well, they don't look very, from the brief glimpse I got of them, they don't look very ogre shaped. So I
No,
think
they're
for
like
now we can let
wooden.
them be some kind of weird forest creature, but seem pretty
Like,
smart to us.
they might know something.
It's true, but I feel like chasing them down is probably not going to be our best course of action right now. We can definitely walk back after them, but I feel like giving chase is not going to be a very good idea.
Okay.
And you can
I'm
you
not-
watch them. They're
I'm
not
gonna-
as far as speed goes, especially like recognizing your own ability to like really chase someone down when you want to. They're not moving insanely fast, but like average speed for like a human or some humanoid about that size. They do seem to be like scattering. You saw all three of them, and they all when they got recognized, apparently just scattered.
Okay.
They're now out of sight.
And so we're gonna follow the tracks, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Okay.
We get a
So I'm gonna-
survival.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for those humanoids.
Gotcha.
My survival's not that great.
Mm,
10's pretty fine. So as Brisig is keeping an eye out and Monty's helping out with the tracks and all that, you do make out 3 separate ogre tracks. You manage to notice little details that are different between them. So there are 3 separate ogres. There 2 seem to be a bit heavier than the third, and you do see there's a really obvious gouge in the dirt as the trees have been dragged along, with the canopy giving some cover as you get into the forest area. It hasn't been washed out too hard from whenever they took the last tree.
Can we estimate how big these are, like from their feet? Like, are they sort of human size, Shrek size, or something from like Lord of the Rings size?
They're going to be somewhere between the Shrek and the Lord of the Rings size frame there. So they're definitely large creatures.
Yeah.
Probably don't make it quite to hill giant status, where they would be more like huge. And plus, also with the survival check, you kind of check the broken branches and things and the outlines of these things. So, I mean, they're big, but they're large humanoids. So, bigger than Pumat, but probably not going to tear a whole house down all by themselves.
So definitely be careful as we approach.
Mm-hmm. All right. So you all are following those tracks. Brisa, as you are kind of keeping an eye out, you do spot one of those wooden, sort of wooden beings relatively nearby. It's about 30 feet to the left of the trail. There's one you spot one hiding and observing you guys from behind a tree.
I stop and look at it.
And there's just like eye slits through like a wooden faceplate. So it's kind of hard to tell if they're looking back at you or if they're even registering your presence as far as.
Does it look like it's some sort of like armor that's been put on, or does it look like it?
Seems way too slender for that. There would be maybe room for bone, but no room for like flesh or organs or anything if it were armor.
I just like do a little wave, see if it does anything.
You see it just sort of take its hand up, and as it does, you see like a spike kind of come out of its palm and into its hand, and it grabs the spike.
I just put my hands up just to see that I'm not trying to hurt it.
Right. It does nothing.
Okay. I keep walking, following the guys, following up with them.
Alright. Yeah, it seems to just be observing you all as you walk past. And so you guys are just following the ogre tracks into the forest?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. You go on for about another minute. Anybody could make a perception check.
11.
23 and 17. Yeah. You guys do very well. And you do spot... you come across there's the one like twig person who has been following you, it looks like, for the last minute, keeping about a 60-foot distance back from the group. Up ahead and to the right, you spot a little clearing where I think all of you made your perception check, to where you see two more of these like twig-like humanoid-shaped creatures. Sort of, not. They seem like they're speaking. At first, it seems like back and forth in some way, but they seem to be talking to the same thing, but you can't see anything there. And then after a moment, they kind of turn their heads over, recognizing you all kind of marching up, and then look back, and then you see like a beeline of something that's not visible, like flying through branches at a pretty high speed. And so you see just like of something flying through leaves and twigs down deeper into the forest, kind of the direction you're going. Both of them kind of do that same thing the other one did earlier, where they manifest these spikes into their hands and hold them.
Mm-hmm.
But then they kind of pause for a moment to see if you're being aggressive or what you're doing.
I hands up.
I kind of have my shield up.
Can y'all understand me?
They kind of look at each other and then just like stay where they are.
I want to like try to stealthily take out a couple darts, one in each hand.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Keep them down, like kind of hidden.
14, yeah.
I'm gonna
good.
say to them, we're looking for ogres. Have you seen ogres?
There is no response.
I'm gonna repeat. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that again, but I'm gonna say it in Elvish just in case. It's the only other language I know.
Gotcha. They all three of them seem to be just standing where they are, and on the multiple languages attempts, they start to kind of circle, but keeping the same distance from all of you.
Like circle us?
Yeah. They seem to be sort of in the direction you guys are going, but they're keeping the same distance from you.
Okay.
As the three of them almost seem like they're moving to meet up.
Okay. Is there one of them that looks like to be leading?
You don't see them like calling out orders to each other or anything. They're just moving along.
And are they actually speaking, like using sounds?
You haven't seen them. You haven't heard any actual speech come from them.
Maybe we should just keep going forward. They don't seem to be coming towards us.
They are circling like they're like to where you guys are going. Like when they meet up, they will be ahead of you where you're heading.
I should have brought an apple or something. So like offer.
Throw an apple to them.
Yeah. What the hell are these things?
I'm gonna keep my shield up just in case.
Let's see. gonna need. I'm going to need. Gonna need an initiative roll to see who is going to end up being surprised by a particular thing.
I rolled 18.
Ooh. 18, 10, and 13. With those guys on. Okay. So there's basically a surprise condition for everybody. But Mulligan would technically be going first. Be right as, or Mulligan, you might have a feature where you can rage at the start of combat, and
I don't
be surprised. That might be a later level feature.
Yeah, I think that's later.
Okay. So you are surprised for your turn, but you do just start to recognize that deep in the forest from where you're heading, there's an ogre that kind of just leans out from a denser chunk of forest with this giant crossbow and is like lining it up to take a shot. But you are surprised for your turn. And then he is going to pick a target, which is Hain. So Hain does a 16 hit Hain.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, all right. That is 19 piercing damage.
Ooh.
This massive like ballista type gets fired off, and the huge bolt runs into you.
Unfortunately, my heavy armor reduces some of it, so it's just 16 damage.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that surprise thing doesn't come until 7th level.
Oof. Yeah, it is nice when it happens. All right, that is sort of kicking things off. Although you guys are in a pretty easy spot to make a run for it. They don't look like they're that fast, but they right away taking the ballista fire. The 3 twig creatures also seem to be starting to approach, and let's see. Brisa had the massive perception earlier, and Brisa, you also hear something flutter in the branches relatively nearby, but you don't see anything there. So there is this horde of things happening, and you guys are so with Brisa and Hain being surprised there, you do have another 2 ogres in the distance rushing out of some undergrowth. They're still about 100 feet away from you guys, but you seem to be, instead of being the ones laying the ambush, you appear to be the ones getting ambushed at the moment. So you,
all right.
Although your rear is wide open, but all these things are now rushing you guys from your front. So the first of you that gets to do actions would be Mulligan.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we came to do a job. Let's fucking do it. How close am I to stuff?
Well, let's get you guys set up battle mat style, and unfortunately for me, the 2 scenarios I thought you guys would find yourselves in as far as combat are neither of the ones you ended up in. So let's. I didn't quite catch that. Let's see here. I gotta turn off that chroma key. There we go. So you all
I've noticed we're not doing that weird pulsing thing like it usually does.
Oh, that's kind of nice.
Oh yeah.
Do-do. Get you all set up. All right.
All right.
Let's start getting these guys properly set up here. Good old-fashioned leftover Christmas decorations. All right. Oop. Let's see if I can get a good angle on this situation here. So this is sort of the in the distance that you guys can see with these twig people in the immediate area, with the ogres more much farther down the field.
All right.
Let's see if I can't rearrange this to make that a little easier to see. All right, there we go. That's gonna have to do. So, starting with Mulligan.
All right. Well, first off, I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna go run up to one of the closest little creature to me.
Sure. So we got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50.
Okay. So those two things they're like little. They're just scenery.
These little things, yeah. They're not actual creatures. They're just little plants.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna run up as far as I can.
Gotcha. Move speed's 40 feet, or
30.
yeah, you can get to there.
Cool. Gonna use. You know what? Yeah, I'll end my turn.
Gotcha. Any raging or?
Not yet.
All right. Sounds good. After you is actually this thing. Steps out, starts chucking those spiked branches that are sticking up out of its hand. That is... Ooh, that's a 17 to hit.
That does not hit.
Ooh, shiz. All right. I keep forgetting you're a shield and hammer barbarian, huh?
Yeah, I'm versatile right now. Right now, I got it.
I gotcha. All right. Well, a misfired spike there, and as goes this dude reloads. This dude about there, and is gonna take a shot at Mulligan. That is a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
That's a 12 piercing damage.
12.
12.
Cool.
This one's moves out to there. Also fires off some spikes. And that's only a 10 to hit, so that's going to whiff.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys are past the initial surprise of the fight. Just this spiky wooden things all flying around. Comes around over to Brisa.
Sorry, I was talking to people in my house.
I gotcha.
What? Someone's attacking me, or is it my turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. Wait. Okay. I'm gonna go behind this tree that's to my left,
Right?
and I have 2 attacks. How many attacks I have? I forget.
You have a singular attack with your action, and then your bonus action can either be a 1 unarmed attack, or you can burn a key point to do 2 unarmed attacks. If you want a flurry of blows. And if you flurry of blows, you get extra effects because of your open hand style.
And I'm just gonna get to behind the tree, and I'm gonna throw a dart at the humanoid tree that's like.
Gotcha. I should mention your bonus action attacks are all unarmed strikes, so you do need to get into melee if you want to do those. But if you want to move over to there, so 5, 10, 15, 20, you basically want to go there, throw your dart, and then try to have cover.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and make your attack with the dart. What's that? 19's a hit. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage. 7. All right. You see the dart just hit like center of mass and just bust right through the plank of armor. As that chunk of wood falls down, you can see that there's nothing inside. It's or you do see the white of bone on the inside of it, but no organs or anything going on. I mean, just pop back in for some cover.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Okay. Next up, these ogre dudes. They charge forward. Get to there. Gets to there. You hear this one off the side be like, "Move, Twig!" And move up on Brisa. But it seems like he just sort of choked up on his axe and it's just like just thud 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 going through the dirt. So he doesn't have any. He's kind of pauses for his anger. He's like as he has to catch his breath for half a second before he can actually take a swing with the axe. That guy. Nope. He goes 10, 15. He just runs up on Mulligan there, but has no action remaining for that. The other twig dude moves up on Brisa and does still have his action for attacking. So its fingers go out into these needled claws. It takes a swing with the claws. That is a 14 to hit Brisa, which I think misses.
Miss.
Yeah. Just sort of take a half step back as the claw goes wide. So that is all of them. And then Hain is up.
I think we need to fall back. We're outnumbered.
That's a bit much.
I yell that out to our barbarians, like, we need to fall back. And then I guess I've cast a guided bolt at the twig right in front of our monk.
Cool. Go for it.
Let me find the numbers.
You can see it's heavily injured, so guiding bolt might be a little overkill on that. Although the ogre is pretty fresh.
But yeah, well, the ogre's going to be a huge tank, though. I mean, I doubt we can kill one immediately.
Gotcha. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll do guided bolt on the actually, I'll do it on one of the twigs that's further away in front of
gotcha.
Well,
Just,
sort of. So
take a side step and have a straight shot. Yeah. Go for it.
Oh, I gotta pull the dice.
Well, you gotta roll to hit.
Yeah, I gotta get the hit dice.
Oh, gotcha.
Hey, 21.
21. All right. Yeah, that's definitely a hit. And then 4d6 for damage, I believe.
It's 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 11.
11. All right. As you watch, the guiding bolt just hits right in the sort of the clavicle chest area right below the head, and you see it just punch straight through, leaving like just a burning hole in the twig creature, and it just falls to the ground. Singed bone kind of peeking out from behind the wood. But yeah. And then are you going to take your move action just like backwards, or
Yes.
Gotcha.
Backing up.
Just backing up, giving the advice of like, this seems bad, we should go. And let's see, comes around to Mulligan.
All right. Well, I'm up and fighting this thing right now, so I'm gonna go up into a rage.
Yeah.
And I'm going to I'm gonna pull out my my great axe that I got.
Oh right, yeah.
So, and I am going to attack recklessly.
Mm-hmm.
Using a Great Weapon Master.
Oh yeah.
So that is going to be a good thing that's an advantage because that's a nat 1 and a nat 19.
Nice.
All right. So
the yeah, it's definitely a hit.
Definitely a hit. All right. So that's going to be 22 points of damage.
Ooh. That's a hefty chunk. Yeah, you just kind of bury that axe right into where you already see some scar tissue on the belly, and it gets in pretty good.
Mm-hmm. All right. And I am going to. I'm gonna hold my ground.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I think.
Oh, that was actually add 2 more damage to that.
Oh, because of rage, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. So 24 damage.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's just like, no, tiny person. Yeah, seems unhappy at what just transpired. Any movement or anything? Are you just hanging out there?
I'm hanging out.
All right. The little twig man in front of you fires off another one of those spikes.
Camera's messed up again.
Yeah, we may have lost Monty.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Yeah, let's see.
I'm here. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. They just, oh no. What's just happened? Oh, boy. Oh, and now I'm all screwed up. There we go. Okay, that's a little better. Yeah, so once they're back on, everything should sync back up to its correct location. But that's fine. We'll move along here. I had to run off for a second. And let's see. So firing off some little twiggy needles at you. They go super wide. That guy does nothing in particular helpful, and that one is dead. The ogre in the back with the like portable ballista takes aim over at Mulligan, and it's gonna take the shot, and that is an 18 to hit on Mulligan.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
Because I'm not using my shield right now.
Gotcha. Dice keep getting cocked. There we go. That is 12 piercing damage. Halved to 6 for you.
Mm-hmm.
And that ogre is just like... the one in the back is... try to knock a few out. We could get some more helpers. Those guys go. Brisa, you are up. You got the not quite flanked, but you have the twig person and the ogre right up on you. Oh. Did we lose Gabby?
I'm back.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yep. All right, Brisa, you are up. Got a big old ogre man and a little twiggy person who you've already partially destroyed with the dart throw earlier.
Okay, so
You do have a bunch of open hand options if you flurry of blows something.
and like I don't know. Are we staying? Are we leaving? What are we doing?
Mulligan seems to be holding his ground, and Hain is decidedly making like a measured retreat. And as you know, it will be harder to make a run for it with these two right on you. So if you can do something about them, then it would be easier to back off.
Mm-hmm.
This twig creature looks like you could probably take it down with one good punch. And then the ogre is standing over you, which you may have to invoke some flurry of blow techniques with open hand to get it so you can get away from him easily.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna attack the twig person
Gotcha.
with my short sword.
Yeah, sure. A 10 to hit is a miss, though. You gotta kind of go to stab the chest area, and it kind of just waves into that open hole you've already created.
Okay, so I'm gonna spend a key point
Sure.
to disengage.
Oh, okay. You're gonna step of the wind.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And then I'm
So
gonna-
that's disengage or dash as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna use disengage.
Okay.
Does that mean that I disengage with both of them or just one?
Disengages from everybody. So it would be a full disengage from anything taking an attack opportunity on you.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna run
Mm-hmm.
my full movement away from them.
Gotcha.
And
I would say, well, before you commit to that, I'd say make a perception check for me. 14. You did notice that the ogre is just as fast as you are. And so, if all you do is disengage and run, it's going to be able to just catch up to you and take a swing anyways. So you're going to probably want to...
Can I use feline agility?
You could. That would increase the gap, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so disengage, feline agility, and then you make it 80 feet away. Just flying down the forest. Hayne, you see the Brisa just a blur of fur go right past you. All right.
Screaming, what the hell? As I'm running.
But the ogre just looks right at me.
The ogre tracking this the cat lady flying past you and then makes eye contact with you and is just like all right, next up would be ogre Twiggy. So the first ogre over on Mulligan is going to attack. They do have advantage because of the reckless attack that was made.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay, that's that's amazing. So with advantage, the best attack is an 11. Which is gonna miss. Ah, jeez. I had this problem last weekend with my other group. Shit you not, a goblin with 3 hit points survived for like 5 turns because no one could land a hit.
Oh my god.
They were literally just running for like 5 turns, and just couldn't land one more hit. Well, that's disappointing for me. Twig almost makes his way up to Hayne. Fires almost point blank a twig out of the hand. That's a natural 20.
Oof.
So that little needle of wood just fires through a gap in the armor for 11 piercing damage. This is like almost like just the shaft of an arrow just firing right and gets right into some flesh.
Why me?
The twig kind of like gets taken aback for a second and kind of does like a weird like shrug. And then it is the ogre. Rushes up. Big ol' axe swinging down. That's a 10 to hit. This ogre did not do well. Runs up on you, big ol' axe, just doesn't even really hit your area, just kind of hits the dirt in front of you, kind of kicking some dirt up into the face of the twig thing. So that's their go. This is like half like it's like half incredibly deadly and half a Three Stooges bit. But I guess that's where we're at. Okay, that's those guys. That one's gone, and now it is Hayne's turn. You got the ogre right up on you, and the twig person just away from you a tad.
Hmm. All right, I'm gonna do healing word. I really need it.
On yourself.
Yes.
Now that will mean you only get a cantrip on your action if you wanted to do another spell.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
So then,
Little pep talk to yourself, just like, okay, let's try not dying.
ooh, okay, so I only get 6 from. So I rolled a 1, so I only get 6 from that.
All right. Got that, and then for your action.
All right, so then do they have me locked down in combat?
You're in melee, so if you try to run, they can take a attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
And the ogres at least are faster than you are. So you'll need something to happen to give you a way to get out of there if you're planning for fleeing. Otherwise, you gotta find some way to take down some of these things that are hurting you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do Toll the Dead on that twig thing, and it must do.
Yeah. Let's say wisdom saving throw, or I forget what kind of saving throw that is.
Yeah, did it send it?
The
Oh, it did.
what?
Trying to get it sent. I'm trying. It won't let me cast it in the.
Oh. Let's see. Well, you don't roll anything. It's just a save. I just don't remember what kind of save it is.
Yeah, I was trying to send it so that we could roll. But yeah, yeah. So I think it's a. What's it? Yeah, wisdom saving throw. I think it's like 15. I think.
What's your wisdom? Your wisdom modifier is 3, right? So it should be a 13 at this level.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, my bad. 13.
All right. So wisdom save. That is 5. So yeah, good. D12 damage since it's already injured.
11. There we go.
11. Nice. All right. Brisa, you kind of look over your shoulder as you see Hain getting piled on, and all of a sudden the head structure of the one you had thrown a dart into just explodes in like bone and bits of wood, and it is very dead.
Neat.
So that's one attacker down, and that is probably, I believe that is your whole turn. And we come around to Mulligan again.
Cool. I am going to go into Frenzied Rage.
Nice.
And I am going to take a big old swing at that ogre recklessly with Great Weapon Master.
All right.
All right. That's going to be a 16.
16 still a hit. They don't have much armor on them.
All right. So 16. First attack's going to be 18 points of damage.
18's a good chunk.
Cool.
All right.
I'm using my bonus action for being Frenzied Rage. I'm going to take another weapon attack.
Do it.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Double that
So-
D12.
Oh, that D12. Oh, okay. That's going to be...
Oh, real quick, I forgot I had the Disciple of Life feature, so I got an additional 3 HP back. Let me get that back in.
Oh,
That's
gotcha.
gonna be, that's going to be 32 points of damage.
32. My goodness.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage for one hit. Yeah.
Great Weapon Master.
Yeah. Great weapon with reckless. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you have this big ol' uppercut swing with that axe, and You just hit the jaw, and its jaw just kind of goes up, and you're pretty sure you killed him with his own teeth, in a certain sense of the word, and the thing just drops to the ground.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am going to use my movement to head back towards the rest of the group.
Gotcha.
So just 30 feet straight.
Yep. 30 feet
30
that way.
Mm-hmm.
30. Yeah, you get about to there.
Cool.
All right. You have the ogre in the back just go, no! He killed Kyle! A very famous ogre name of Kyle. Lines up his big ol' portable ballista. Takes a shot. That is... It's only a 14 to hit. Which I think is a miss on Mulligan.
A miss.
That is unfortunate for him. Needle Boy goes up to there and is gonna chuck one of his spines at you. That is a 22 to hit with...
That'll hit.
That is 8 piercing damage, halved to 4 for you.
Oof.
Sort of just like a jagged arrow in your back. Yeah, those are not fun. And we got next up on our list here, Brisa. You are you're a good chunk of distance away, but you kind of see the tide turn a little bit, where you guys are no longer outnumbered, and you might have a chance to actually just take these things down. Although your other 2 compatriots are getting pretty injured at this point.
I come back running
Cool.
to attack the ogre that's near Pain.
Just like a running and a jump in kind of thing. Go ahead and make your attack. Yeah, 16's a hit. Go ahead and roll damage on that.
8.
8 piercing damage. And then you have all of your Flurry of Blow features if you want to burn a key point and get into that.
Yeah, I'm gonna flurry of blows.
Nice. Let's go for the first attack. Uh, 18 is a hit. Go ahead and roll the unarmed damage. So 8.
Again.
And then do you want... which of the effects do you want to do? Before you...
Oh, no, just one. I did it again.
So on the first hit, you can knock him prone, and then you'll have advantage on the next hit.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna... Yeah, it can be pushed, not prone. Yeah, I'm gonna try to knock him prone.
Okay, so he gets a dexterity saving throw, which is not exactly his forte. Yeah, 5 minus 1 is a 4, so that's gonna fail. So you run up and slash across his chest with the short sword, and then kick him right in the knee, and he just falls prone. Go ahead and roll that unarmed attack again to see if you crit on the because you're already gonna hit. But go ahead and hit that melee attack again. Okay, so it's just a hit, so go ahead and roll damage.
8 again.
Another 8. Yikes. And then you can do another effect, because this is still a hit on a flurry of blows. So he's already prone, so you can make it so so it can't take reactions until the end of your next turn, or you could push him 15 feet away.
I'm gonna make him not have reactions.
Okay, so he has no reactions until the end of your next turn. Awesome. So you kind of just run up, slash the chest, side kick the knee, and as he falls to the ground, you just sort of do a offhand chop at the throat, and he's like, and you're you're like, stay. Awesome.
Good boy.
Yeah, seeing it's almost like, oh, these things are big and mean, and we should get out of here. But as soon as you saw one taken down, you're like, oh wait, maybe we can take these guys. And it was probably a sight to behold the cat lady rushing in and dropping this thing, dropping an ogre on her own, and then giving it a lecture as it hits the ground.
It was not great being 360 no scoped across the whole battlefield.
Right. Rad. Okay, so next up would be that guy actually. So that ogre has to spend half its movement to get itself up, and it's like, ugh. Doesn't have reaction. Still has his action though, and let's see. He's gonna try to bury his axe into Brisa. That is a 13 to hit, which is not enough. You gotta brings this axe down, and you just sort of spin out of the way, ready to go in for another flurry. Hane, you are up.
Screw it. Let's do another guided bolt at this guy.
Guiding bolt, yeah. You are point blank, so a ranged spell attack is going to have disadvantage, being in melee.
I thought that was
But-
only like bow and arrows.
No, it's I've got it for all ranged attacks, in melee. But it can't take reactions. You can see it kind of sluggish. You can just back away, since
Yeah,
he's
sure.
he's been incapacitated that way. So a simple 2 steps back, line up the guiding bolt, and go for it.
Ooh, 20 number. How do I math? 24.
Ooh. Yeah, that is definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll your 46.
12 damage.
Nice. Yeah, guys.
Super ones.
Yeah, he's not doing great, and he's got this glowing aura ready to pull in the next attack that comes at him. Any more movement or bonus action you want to take?
I think I have. Yeah, then another healing word on myself. I think that's my last spell slot.
Well, you can't do another leveled spell
Oh,
since you've done one already.
My bad.
Or well, you can't do a bonus action leveled spell since you've done a
I keep
action spell.
forgetting. I think that's all I can do besides backing up and getting away.
Keep moving away, yeah. I think you can get about there with the rest of your movement. Ugh. Not quite.
Cat lady's clearly holding her own against this.
Right.
Still bleeding out of my kneecaps.
Right. From there comes around to Mulligan.
Alrighty.
Gonna
Cool.
just. You've already got advantage on this guy because of the glowing stuff going on, so you don't really have to attack recklessly.
I won't.
Yep.
I will.
Just move up on him and take a swing.
Yeah, I will. So, with that's a natural 18. So with my great
Oh, yeah.
weapon master and everything.
Yep.
And that should still be a hit.
Definitely.
First attack.
Definitely hits.
4 plus 2 plus 4. So 10, 20 damage.
20. Jeez. Yeah, this thing's basically at death's door.
And my bonus action attack.
Yeah, go for it.
That one I'm doing recklessly because that one's not going to be advantage.
Gotcha.
That is a natural 13 and a natural 19.
Oh, yeah.
Oof, max damage.
Ooh.
So that's going to be 12 plus 2 for the rage plus 4. So 28 points of damage.
Oh, yeah. Once again, just burying the axe. This time just to the side of the head, and Ogre goes down. Let's see. You got a little bit more movement if you want to move to somewhere else.
I think we're gonna. You know what? I'll move a little bit to the right.
Okay.
To get kind of centered with the rest of everybody else.
I gotcha.
I think we can take. I think we can take this last fellow down there. Y'all too.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
You hear the ogre with this improvised ballista thing just go, mothers, and then try to fire a bolt. So I'm gonna aim at Mulligan. That's a 21 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 15 piercing, halved to 7 for you. As he turns and makes a break for it. Going pretty deep into the forest. The needle guy follows suit and goes in for a claw attack. That is also a 21 to hit. That is 4 plus 1. That's a 5 slashing damage, half to 2 for you. As this clawed, weird bark and bone creature is taking slashes at you. But that is there goes. Now it is Brisa.
Okay. I'm gonna go after the ogre.
Okay. Did you have a turn where you didn't move? Or no, you ran up and beat up the ogre, so you haven't had a chance to not move yet. So your movement's 40.
Yeah.
40. So you get to there with your movement, and you can keep chasing him down with your action to dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 40. And then do you want to try to key point to catch up to him?
No, I'm gonna just do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna save my point.
All right. You are... he moves at the same speed you do, although he did pause to fire at first. So it would basically be you keeping pace with him. And...
I did it. I could have stayed and then used Flan Agility.
Well, you could still... you could do that at any point if you wanted to really like gain a bunch of movement. The question is, though, because you know the rest of your party isn't as fast as you are, it would be like a one-on-one, basically.
Yeah.
Which might go fine, but might go badly. You don't know. And then it would be Hane.
I'll just cast Toll the Dead on this guy.
The needle blight guy in front of you?
Yep.
Okay. He is not injured, but he'll try his wisdom saving throw. That is that's like a 2. All right. Go ahead and I think it's a D8 when they're uninjured.
Mm-hmm. That's a 3.
3. All right. You see a small crack form on the side of the head, but that's all. And then it would come back around for Mulligan.
And then I'm gonna move forward, kind of
move after.
Kind of help with the chase a bit, yeah.
Gotcha. Start heading after her. And Mulligan.
All right. I'm just gonna make make an attack. Just normal.
Go for it.
13 plus, I believe 6.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. That is going to be 16 damage.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the big swing, you hit it like mid at the waist, and you smash right through all of the wood, and you can see what looks like spinal column going into pelvis, on the inside of the thing, as it just
All right.
scatters across the field.
Cool. I am gonna go use my movement to catch up with the rest of the group.
Gotcha. All right, so it's basically you two, and then with Brisa following suit. Let's see, the ogre evaluate his situation quickly, and he will be dumb. Okay, turns around. He's gonna take a shot at Brisa. That is a 6. So this giant bolt just flies past you. You practically swat it out of the air as it comes up to you. But no problem at all. Just duck the bolt. And then he tries to turn and keep running. So he gets a little ways off the field. And then it would be Brisa's turn. So you are just about 80 feet from just getting on the guy.
Okay.
So you have Step of the Wind options. You could do a lot of things.
Okay, I'm gonna run just my movement,
Sure.
just 40 feet.
40 feet, yeah.
And I'm gonna throw a dart.
Throw a dart?
at it.
All right.
Yeah.
I think you'll be at disadvantage with the dart, but you can make the roll. So we'll roll twice and take the worst on the dart. Oh yeah. So it still hits. So yeah, roll damage. Six. You see the dart fly through the air and like hit the back, and you sort of like kind of only half registers it, and it still looks like he's looking to pause to turn around to take another shot. Anything from your bonus action?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not yet. I'll just be like, hey man, let's talk. Wait up.
Throw a dart at him and hey, let's talk. Go and make a I'd say make a persuasion check with disadvantage. Yeah. Yeah, it's not great. Don't think he's listening to you. All right. Hain would be up next.
I'm like keep moving forward, but about how far am I from him?
He's 40 feet off the board at this point, but to there, and Brisa's actually more like there, and he's just beyond where you guys can see as far as this particular scale, but so he's maybe 130 feet from you as you end your movement.
Dang. All right, can I use my action to like dash forward extra 30?
For sure.
All right, I'll do that then.
Okay. Moving and dashing, you are closing the distance because he has seen the pause to take these pot shots each turn. I have a bunch of screaming children in the upstairs, apparently. All right. Comes around to Mulligan. You just keeping up the chase. Mulligan. Well,
No, he's dead.
ah!
I don't think he's dead.
I just saw the thing activate, so I think he's on.
All right. Hi, I'm here.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, it everything froze for a minute,
Oh, gotcha.
no.
so I missed out on what happened during Haynes' turn.
He's just basically trying to chase down this last ogre guy.
All right.
Everybody's pretty much doing the same, chasing down the ogre guy.
Yep.
Yep. Some move and dash.
Move and dash. How far away is he?
After the move and dash, then he's good. That would be good 60 feet from you after the move and dash.
60 feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna reset you guys here on a scale where it's possible to make sense of what's happening.
All right. I'm gonna pull out a javelin.
Well, if you move and dash, then he'll be 60 feet from you.
Okay.
So there's your guys' actual scale here at the end of dashing.
All right. So that's the okay. Let me see. Yeah, I'm just gonna move. I'm just gonna move and dash.
Gotcha. He pauses to turn around to shoot. Actually evaluates the field and kind of just looks over the head of Brisa and then takes his shot over at Hayne. That is a 15 to hit. 15 on Hayne. Is that a miss?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this giant bolt flies in, but scatters on the shield. It seems frustrated, like he's hoping that would be would have been a good strategy to start taking shots at other people. Turns to run for it. And then it would be on Brisa.
Okay. I'm not gonna move. I'm
Okay.
gonna stay. And I'm just gonna try again, like
You kind of almost like a track star getting set up for a.
yeah, exactly. I go down. I'm like, hey man, you can wait, or I can get you. Your choice.
Go ahead and make an intimidation check. Five.
Okay.
He's just sort of like a mothers, I bring you a treat. He shouts that into the woods. Brisa gets set up, and then Hayne would be up. So Hayne, you follow Chase. Let's see here, 5, 10.
Can I look around when he says that, see if I see anything?
Sure, make a perception check.
Yeah, I want to look as well.
15.
16 and 22. You do see it's a sort of a lightly dense forest, and he's running towards what would be a very dense chunk of forest. So there's somewhere relatively covered that he's running towards, and he's not that far from it. Probably another 100 feet before he gets to it.
Right, about how far am I from this guy right now?
You're about 110 at the moment.
All right, I'll do my last spell slot and cast Guided Bolt at him.
Go for it.
21.
That is a hit. All right, it's 46 damage.
Ooh, there we go. There's some numbers. 17 damage.
Nice. Yeah, a good chunk out of his back, and he's like, "Gah!" And he gets surrounded by that divine energy. All right. And Mulligan continuing the move and dash to try to catch up to the guy.
If I move, okay, so
If you
yeah,
if you move, you'll be at like 80.
yeah, I'm gonna continue the move and dash.
Gotcha. Overtake Brisa, who's been getting set up for some sort of track like sprint.
Yeah.
Also, there's advantage against any attacks against them until the next turn.
Gotcha. And then has Mulligan's rage ended at this point?
Yeah, it would have now.
Okay. So rage is up with the point of exhaustion, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And Hayne, did you continue your run forward also?
And I'm starting. I move forward 30, but then I just
Right.
kind of, yeah, I'm kind of like slowing down again. I'm thinking we should like go back, but
Yeah, he seems to be heading towards some sort of fortification. Let's see. That was Mulligan, and then he is up. Turns to take his shot. Kind of sees Mulligan in the front. Oh. His insight is good enough to notice that Brisa is setting up for something, and he feels threatened by that, so he's going to take a shot at Brisa. That is a 22 to hit Brisa.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 22 damage. Rolled very well on that. 22 piercing damage. As this siege weapon like bolt hits you in your kind of stationary spot.
Jesus.
And then he would make his move, which is basically turns to run, and then you guys are in that relative position. And if he did go for a move and dash, he would make his way into that, whatever that thicket is that he's running for. But then it does come to Brisa's turn.
Wait, did he move and dash or just move?
He just moved. If he takes one more move and dash, he'll be busting through that thicket that he's heading towards. So
Yeah.
he's a good 110 feet from you. So if you feline agility and also step of the wind, you can get to him.
Like,
Lock
I'm
him down. Let him go.
pretty beat up right now.
Yeah, I think everyone is heavily injured, and Mulligan is also, as the rage subsides, is dealing with some exhaustion. So I'd say you all kind of look at each other. Does everybody have that moment of like, maybe we shouldn't chase him down?
Yeah, I'm gonna stand up and be like bleeding. Yeah, I don't think we should do this right now. I think we should-
How far are we still from him again?
You're a good 100 feet from him.
Okay, I'll wait to my turn.
Or yeah, Brisa was 110, so you're right about like 120ish. So Brisa, you pause from your possible pouncing on the guy, but instead be like, oh, we don't want to get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think I can do this right now, guys. He really got me.
All right. So you kind of hold action basically to dash back where you guys came from. to get out of there. And Hayne, what are you doing?
I'm gonna move forward and do one last giant anime screaming cast a spell level 2 spell slot guided bolt at him.
Move up. Ah, bam! I don't think anybody's attacked him since you hit him last, so it's at advantage.
Yeah. Ooh, crap. That is a 14.
14 still hits.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Not hard to hit. So 5d6 on this?
It's a good thing it was advantage because the first one was a 1. 18 damage.
Nice. Well, he is stumbling a bit, but he is still up as he's running forward towards that thicket area. Let's see. It would be, first up though would be Mulligan.
Yeah, my rage is done. I'm not feeling too hot, and I still can't get up to him. So, whew.
I think we need a nap.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to.
We know where. Look. We know where he is.
Yeah, you guys know the way to this thicket spot.
Yeah. Where he's heading.
And, he doesn't seem too smart of a fella, so I think we can just take a moment and head back to the farm, and we can go from there.
Yeah, I want to take a look at
You get-
ogres.
But you guys want to turn and basically run the other way?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm gonna use my dash that I saved.
Yep. With feline agility or just dash it?
Line to get to the ogres and like
Gotcha.
3 people.
Let's make your dash back that way. As Mulligan also goes back that way. So you had your held action go. Mulligan goes. Then the ogre turns around, as he's been doing. Loads up the shot. Sees everybody making a run for it. Does see Hayne, who just made that last ditch anime blast that kind of went probably good through part of him. Still sparkling with accuracy energy. It's gonna fire back at Hayne. That's gonna be a 6 to hit.
Nope.
Yeah.
Close, but no.
Because flies. I'm not sure it even actually targets your actual space. He's kind of he's getting a little exhausted himself with blood kind of coming down his face. Gets goes wide into the trees, and then you all are at this point running this way, and he's like, "Gah," and keeps running that way. You all have split from each other as far as who's attacking whom. Okay, so you all get back to the spot where you took down the other ogres.
Yeah, I want to check the ogre that kept missing.
Yeah, because I think Pumat wanted us to get something off of these ogres, I believe, too, right?
Blood. He wanted blood.
Yeah, it was he wanted vials of heart blood and as well as I believe it was finger bones.
All right. Well, we can at least start to get that.
An attempt was made.
Well,
Did he say how much?
we're gonna finish this up. But I think we need to take a moment and reevaluate.
Just
Did
reconvene.
Pumat say how many vials?
Who has vials is a good question.
Yeah, that is a good question.
I mean, Hayden, do you have a healer's kit on you?
I think I do.
I also feel like this is stuff that we would have brought with us,
We didn't get any.
knowing that we were going
Yeah,
to gather this stuff.
Not usually how I'll run it. You guys gotta remember to get stuff
Okay.
that you would have remembered to get.
Yeah, I have 3 vials.
Well, 3 vials is definitely a start. So you're gonna try to get some of that heart blood from the ogre. All right. So give me a nature check. Someone can help.
I'll help with that.
Okay.
So do you want to use advantage, or you want me to roll as well?
It would be advantage for Monty, who has the vials.
This stuff is very messy.
And there's a awkward moment where you get the first ogre opened up to the heart, cut the heart open, and you plunge the vials in, and you pull them out, and then they're more covered in the heart blood than filled with the heart blood, with a 6 and a 5. So the heart blood is essentially wasted on this first ogre. The rest spills out before you can really gather it properly.
Right.
So you
Let's be a little bit more careful this time.
Yeah.
Try to keep the blood inside the vial, maybe.
Yeah, there was a like a trick of the air pressure from what was still in the vial. But you have one other ogre to try as far as the heart blood trick.
Anyone else have a high nature? Because I don't have any bonus in nature, actually.
Me neither. I can try though, but
Bunch of beautiful idiots as far as like intelligence builds.
I'll try again. Hopefully this one doesn't break.
Mm-hmm.
There we go.
All right. Yeah, that's plenty. On the second ogre, Mulligan helping out to split it. Brisa even kind of holding it steady. You managed to get the 3 vials in and get 3 vials of ogre's blood, ogre heart blood. So you are
there we go.
set on that.
Also, that picture I posted perfectly sums up that first roll.
Yep.
Okay. And
I'm gonna investigate the bodies, like see what they have on them.
yeah, sure. Give me an investigation check.
Oh, that's right.
So they each have their axe, which is too big for anybody of your size category to wield, really. There's various meats and berries, and one has a half of an apple. And then one of them has looks like a busted shaft that looks like it would go to one of their axes, but it's broken, and it has that like in a sack on their back. But nothing in particular you would find overly valuable.
Well, the meat's valuable.
Well, that's the thing though, is the meat that ogres like is it's not exactly what most of you would have a taste for. It's one of those things where you would probably tell a friend not to eat that, and you'd tell an enemy, go ahead.
Oh, wait. We could use this. So we're gonna probably have to take a rest. But we could possibly use this to make a trap out of it.
Oh, the meat.
Okay.
Like have it like sitting around.
It's,
Because they're probably going to end up.
Yeah, it's partially rotted meat. You could throw it on a trap and try to catch something.
Yes, we could use this.
Put some apples with it.
Sure. Yeah. Are you gonna anybody attempting to get any of the bones that would be needed for what the Pumats were doing? I think it was actually the skull, part of the skull bone. That's what they needed for. They were trying to make potions, and they were trying to make an enchanted item.
We can bring the whole head.
I can try to like get one.
Good try.
Yeah.
Medicine or nature?
Nature? Yeah, go ahead and it'd be
It would still be the same.
yeah.
I believe, unless you're
This will be
proficient in it.
more under survival. It's more in
I can help.
normal hunting practices versus like trying to gather blood out of the heart of something.
Right. I can do some survival.
Go for it.
Anybody helping me?
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm helping.
That is a 17.
17 is gonna be good. Yeah, you get. It's not like a clean break, but you get the top cranium plate of the we'll say of each ogre. So you have 2 of these cranial plates of from these ogres.
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up and.
As you guys get done with that, I need everybody to make a perception check.
17.
Ooh. Good.
That is a 17.
17. Good. All right. Yeah, and even the 12. So from quite a ways off down the forest, down where that thicket was, you hear this like as you see a full-grown brown bear just barreling towards you guys. An angry bear
What's up? Make
running.
like a tree and get the heck out of here.
Let's run.
You guys kind of gather those last bits of bone and see that and be like, they're gonna file this under nope, and just turn and start making a run for it.
Yeah.
The bear is faster than some of you, so it is gaining on you. So let's get a let's see. You guys are running. Brisa doesn't really have a problem with this because Brisa's normal move speed is the same. So from Hain and Mulligan need to get a Constitution check to try to keep up the running pace. Call it a con save, sure. So you're trying to
19.
19. Do you have disadvantage on the saves, or I think it might just be checks
Let me find it.
because of the exhaustion?
Yeah, let me go add that in there. Conditions, exhaustion. Yeah, disadvantage on ability checks.
Gotcha. All right. This would be a well, yeah, I said save before. So
yeah, saving throws and attacks and saving throws isn't until 3 levels of exhaustion.
Gotcha. All right. Well, with Monty's good job and yours, you guys managed to maintain some of that distance as this thing is gaining on you, but not super fast. But you managed to hold it together well enough before you get to the farm. You got to bust through the tree line and see the apple orchard with the elderly lady has like pulled up a chair to the edge of the fruit tree line to like watch the forest as she's like reading a book and sees you all bust in through, and she's like, "How'd it go out there? You don't look like it's going well." And so you guys are all covered in wounds as there's this like from behind.
Get inside.
They're like, ah! And she kind of like picks herself up. She trips on her chair. Oh my. She kind of just crap falls just at the edge of the tree line and is trying to pick herself up. What are the three of you doing?
I help her up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brisa stops to help her up. The other two of
My
you.
hands are.
Other two of you just.
Pretty
Heading for the house. Brisa, make an athletics check for me. 12? That's fine. Yeah, you pick her up without too much issue and kind of pull her along. She's a little on the slower side, especially from your perspective, but you also got there a little earlier than everybody else. So you managed to get her over to the house. Monty, Hayne, and Mulligan run into the house also, and you guys shut the door as this brown bear all the way up to the actual house just and kind of hits the walls right outside the door. Very aggressive bear. You all hear some slams, and just one after another. Anybody wants to make a nature check for me?
At 20.
Good job.
20 versus the 2. Brace is just sort of like, oh man, that's kind of an aggro bear. Hayne, like bears don't do this in any sense. Even a mama bear protecting her cubs, like at this point, would have backed off and gone back to her young. So something is very weird about this bear's behavior.
I try to find some furniture or something to put in front of the door
Sure.
to try to
What?
barricade.
Grab something heavy and put it in the way. Yeah, make an athletics check.
Also, can I tell if it's a male or a female bear from here? If that
With the 20 nature, yeah, I'd say that would be a male bear.
okay, darn, I got rid of my idea because I remember he's like the troll yelled mother.
Mothers,
like-
yeah, it was plural. Was
Yeah.
yelling mothers plural, yeah.
Yeah.
So a mama bear kind of thing, but no, it's a male bear.
Yeah, but like bears controlling
Hmm?
ogres would be if you were bears, like they'd be leading ogres. That'd be weird.
I mean, I was kind of thinking maybe the ogres like had them as like pets in the way, just calling out the mother bear for like, oh look, here comes a bunch of peoples.
Right?
Yeah, to the ogres.
And with the 16 athletics, you get like a large chest and move it in front of the door, and the bear is just slamming against that. The natural 20 on the bear's end just smashes like the top of the door inward and starts like "Rah!" and like get its face in. So
Is the house one level or is
I'm
there
gonna
like
take
a-
my.
it's 2 level, but you're on the first level, and the bear is like crawling through the door.
I'm gonna take one of my javelins and start jabbing it with it.
Cool.
I'm gonna lead,
Go for it.
That whole.
I'm
Mulligan.
gonna lead the old lady upstairs.
Gotcha.
16 plus.
You turn around,
6,
she's already been running trying to get up the stairs.
16 plus 6.
That is a hit, yeah.
Cool. It says 1d6. That's 9 points of damage.
Nice. All right. Now you don't have actual reach on the javelin.
Yeah, I know.
But you can run up
I'm
and do a stab.
Yeah.
I'll let each of you guys kind of do a thing, and we'll get to the bear. So what's Brisa doing?
I'm gonna throw a dart.
Throw a dart at the bear. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, that's a hit. Yeah, we're good and roll damage.
5.
5, all right. How much did Mulligan do?
9.
9? Okay. And Hayne, what are you doing?
I'm going to open up one of the side windows and get a handful of jerky and that rotten meat and just throw them both out the window and see if the bear like is distracted by it.
Cool. Yeah, he's just, huh, and make an animal handling check.
Double 11.
It doesn't seem distracted at all. It seems like it is on a focused path.
Worth a shot.
I would say with 11, you know that you could tell that a wild bear would have at least like registered it because you threw it like right behind it, but there's nothing. It's just like rage clawing at the door, charging towards you guys.
Something's not right about this bear, guys.
The bear.
Yeah, crazy.
It's gonna do its bite attack against Mulligan, and then try to use its claws to widen the hole to get further in. That's a nat 1 on the bite. Claws. Yeah, does some damage to the door, widening the hole, almost getting in the way. If it damages the door like that again, it's just going to be free reign, like, in the house.
Yeah. Is there a... You said that, Hayne, you opened a window, right?
Yeah, he cracked a window and tossed some food behind.
All right. Who is it back around?
Mulligan, yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna climb out that window.
Okay.
And I'm gonna climb out the window, and I'm gonna try and attract the bear away from the door.
Gotcha. Yeah, you just kind of give me an acrobatics check, which you'll have disadvantage because of the exhaustion.
Yeah.
Kind of a narrow window to get a whole
that's
big dude
not that
through.
good. That's acrobatics. It's like a 6.
6. All right. In your effort to get out, you kind of get your foot caught in the frame and end up just tumbling and falling out of the window. So not a graceful landing where you can then like get it out. You are currently prone on the ground outside and have about enough movement to just to get up.
All right, I'm gonna do that.
So you are up and facing the bear. That said, everyone could probably notice that bear was trained on you. So its focus was on you as it smashed through the door, and now that its eyes tracked you go through the window, and the rest of you guys do see it pop its head like out and redirect its focus. So it looks like it's about to go after Mulligan on full.
All right, I'm gonna take out my hammer and shield.
Gotcha. Hammer and shield ready to go. Brisa.
Is he still at the door? By the door?
Yeah, it's still right in. It's still kind of in the door, but you can see it's starting to pull out like it's gonna go after Mulligan.
Okay, so I go at it with the short sword.
Okay, yeah, it's still in reach for you. Short sword swing. An 8 is gonna miss. Yeah, you don't manage to penetrate the hide of the thing.
But I can still use a key point?
Yeah, you could burn a key point and try to get some punches before it's out of reach.
I'm gonna try to.
Go for it. So, key point for flurry. 20's a hit.
Yeah.
Cool. And what effect do you want to do? You want to knock it prone or push it?
Yeah. Knock it prone.
Knock it prone? Alright. So it's going to make a dex save and fail. Alright. So it kind of falls prone, but it was also kind of half in the... I imagine you just like punching the side of the head and like getting a grab and twisting so that it kind of falls upside down while it's still wedged slightly in the doorway. And then you can make your next flurry attack with advantage. So you just roll twice and take the better one.
24.
24. That is definitely a hit. Go ahead and roll damage. 5. And then you can you can't knock him prone. You can't knock him more prone, but you could do the push 15 feet and just like knock it knock it clear of the house.
Yeah. Or push it like
kind of grabbing the overhead woodwork of the house, just like a full swing kick, and knocks the bear clear of the house. And then Hane, you doing something?
Toll the dead on this bear.
Go for it.
It's a 13 wisdom
Oh yeah,
save.
wisdom save. Wisdom save that's 11. So yeah, go for your D12.
Yes. Ooh, 9.
9. With that, you guys watch this bear like got twisted upside down, kicked out the door, stumbles on the dirt, and then this necrotic bell goes off by its head, and you see the fur fall off, and then not standing because it's prone still, but laying in the dirt is the massive ballista wielding ogre from before, who then it would then come to his turn, and immediately he's just like and kind of scrambles to his feet, and then trains the massive crossbow on Mulligan. Takes a shot. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And that's 16 piercing damage on that.
All right.
Massive bolt fires into Mulligan. Kind of looks around, almost a little, still angry, but also like a little confused, and doesn't recognize his surroundings, and just like, ugh! Seems like he, or no, he doesn't have one of those. He just has his big thing, and just tries to grab another bolt to get loaded again. Then it would be Mulligan.
Cool. I'm gonna come up to him. I'm gonna attack him.
Go for it. Reckless rate weapon master or anything, or?
No, it's just my hammer.
Gotcha.
I'm not raging. So, I have Brisa to the back, to behind me, correct?
No, she's in the house.
Okay.
You're outside the house, and everybody else is still in the house.
Okay, because I know that she stabbed him.
Yeah, it was still in the doorway, and she did the stab, hit, and kick, and actually knocked it out of the hole, out into like the yard.
All right, so that's gonna be 14.
14 is a hit. Yeah.
Cool. 1d8. That's 8 damage.
8. Okay.
And that's it.
Gotcha. Yep. Got a good whack on the side. Does look pretty almost dead. Brisa, you're up.
I'm gonna get out of the house.
You're gonna try to dive out the hole that got made by the bear.
Yeah.
Cool. Give me an acrobatics check. 8. It takes you a little bit of a scramble. Luckily, you have a lot of extra movement, so there's sort of a bit of a trip and fall and roll, but he's only technically 15 feet away, and you have 40 feet of movement, so you still just make it to him with all of your movement.
I don't want to get like with the melee.
Oh, you don't want to get with the melee?
No, because I'm
Okay.
pretty beat up.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna throw a dart at him again.
Okay. Just kind of roll out of the house slightly and toss a dart. Go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. 21's a hit. You roll damage. 8.
And I'm gonna scream to Mike, "Where's your mama?"
Talk some trash to him. So.
Yeah.
And then Hane, you'd be up.
Gosh, what spells do I have left, if any? I think that's all of them, to be honest. I still have one more, but I kind of want to save it.
It's always cantrip options.
That's true.
Are any of y'all near me right now, or am I near them?
They're just right out in the yard. They're basically in the front yard with
Okay.
a big hole in the door and an open window. So you have pretty clear sight of the situation.
And I go up to Barissa and cast guidance so that she gets a D4 extra on her next ability check of his choice.
Okay. All right. So you Brisa guidance on the next skill or ability check, and that's all from you. So comes around to Mr. Ogre Man. Is face to face with Mulligan. Is just gonna kind of improvise weapon, try to bash Mulligan with the butt of this massive crossbow. Oh, that's not good. All right, that's a natural 20 on that. Improvised. Four. That's just 8 bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Just a crack with the back end of it. And that's really all I can do. Comes around to Mulligan.
Cool. All right. I'm gonna take another swing.
Go for it.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try and just end this. I'm gonna take out my great axe again.
Just
Drop
everything. Pull with the hit axe.
And I'm gonna attack him.
Is this reckless?
Great weapon.
And
No.
great weapon?
No, just great weapon.
Just great weapon? Okay.
That is a 14.
With the -5, that is if
No,
what?
it's a 13 plus 6 minus 5. It's a 14.
Oh, it's 14 total. That is a hit.
Cool. Oof, max damage. So 12. So 12 plus 4 plus 10.
Yeah, with no need to surgically and precisely recover the head is severed from the body, falling tusks first into the dirt, with the rest of the body falling to the ground. And there's you see an old man who seemed to like have a cart full of carrots that he was taking into town, look over and just be like, "My gods, man!"
All right.
Body falls to the ground, as well as probably several of you dropping to a knee, with a bit of a "what the hell was that?"
Yeah. I need a moment to take a rest, and once we get all this, I'm sure we'll get this off your property, ma'am.
She's in the upstairs, and you see her actually pop out of an upstairs window with like her own crossbow, being like, "Where'd he go? Oh, okay." Ready to take a shot herself.
All right.
Yeah, nicely done. Pile of bear fur and the body of that ogre laying there as you guys enter the early afternoon, essentially. Quite an eventful afternoon at that.
I'm gonna go take.
Huh?
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Right.
I'm gonna look at the body first.
You gonna check the body?
I do need to go.
Right. Yeah. We'll out of game. We'll wrap up here. So you all have kind of barricade the woman's home and get to take at least a short rest in there, and we'll be picking up next time with you guys after a short rest in the house, trying to figure out what else you want to go investigate. As far as there's a thicket with something going on, something that was able to make this ogre a bear.
Mm-hmm.
Which then chased you down. But you got some ogre parts. I think all the vials you guys own are filled with heartblood. So you are good on that end. And yeah, we will pick it up next time. Hopefully with some more hit points and a couple of abilities to see how you'll handle the next leg.
All right.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Bye.
Thanks, y'all. Have a good one. Happy Pride.
Woo.
Everybody be safe.
Bye.
Be safe. Take care of yourselves, and we'll see you next time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take care, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Bye.